2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. They've got Porter. He's out there with Monte Morris. Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. It's Najee in at the power forward position. And for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. Here's Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's Morris. Powell pulls it in.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Morris against Doncic. Morris looking over the floor. The kick out to Porter. Back to Morris. Fires the 3. And another miss by Denver. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliates. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Powell. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Porzingis finds Redick. Sinks the triple.
This is why you must play up on Redick, because he's terrific at shooting off the pass.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Porter. The Nuggets with another miss.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Redick for 3. With the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Morris inside.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Knocks it loose, and Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Doncic kicks to Finney Smith. From deep.
Man, I like that defense from Gordon. He's a guy that makes you uncomfortable if he's guarding you.
Jokic with the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Finney Smith. Right side Redick. Down low. Porzingis passes to Redick. Clock at 6. From deep 3-point range. And Doncic throws it down.
Tell you what, guys, I don't think you ever have to question Doncic's effort level. He attacks the glass and the game all the same.
Now, here is Morris. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And Doncic throws it down.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
A pass to Gordon. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Here's Finney Smith following the basket by Jokic. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now here's Millsap. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Bull. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And here's Brunson. Passes it to Richardson. Outside Hardaway for the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Fast break Dallas. Lets it go with a three. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Here's Rivers. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Dallas heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts.
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Marjanovic in at the four-man position. It's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And it's the Nuggets with the ball after Tim Hardaway made that last three-pointer. Green taking his time here. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
Richardson kicks to Hardaway. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Porter. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish. And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Hardaway for three. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Richardson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Harrison passes to McGee. The kick out to Porter. Got a piece of it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got 7.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Hardaway. But they get it back. Marjanovic kicks to Brunson. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Richardson the pass to Hardaway. Tipped away. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Hardaway. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Doncic. Second chance shot. Marjanovic finds Redick. Here's Porzingis. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Pass to Jokic. Millsap looking it over. Out to Morris. Pass to Jokic. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Another shot. Najee, no good. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. That's tipped. They're running. The finish. Najee, good. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Doncic. The pass to Kleber. Outside, Redick. Shot clock at 6. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Redick's got 9.
Excellent confidence from Redick. Really good. I mean, taking his time, his form, textbook.
Morris inside. He's against Porzingis. Mavericks leading by 8. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Redick for 3. We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. And that one is off. Marjanovic passes to Kleber. Here's Porzingis. And it's Dallas with another.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. From the get-go, it was Dallas who came out strong. An exceptional game plan helped it.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at J.J. Redick. What a contribution.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Paul Millsap out there with Harrison. Then there's Bull. And it's Gordon in at the small forward position. Was shot by Redick. No good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
No good that time. Good D by Hardaway. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mavericks leading by 10. Now, here's Doncic. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. Rivers, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. Now Powell, stolen by Rivers. Left side, Gordon passes to Jokic. He feeds it to Bol. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
5 to shoot. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Bol's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse for them.
Outside, Redick fires the three. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Rivers with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
It's the three-point bomb.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone. And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Floats it up for Jokic. Gordon kicks to Harrison. And it's Jokic in the corner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jokic has got 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Hardaway dishes to Redick. Here's Porzingis from downtown. That one's not going to go. And it's Denver the other way.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Dallas moving it around. Here's Marjanovic, and it's Denver with the rebound. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Richardson. And the shot goes down.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Morris inside. Burke covering. And stolen by Burke. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. So it's Richardson with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic dunk.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And so it's Dallas, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Everything's falling. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Richardson, Jalen Brunson out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Maxi Kleba. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And here's Brunson. Pass to Burke. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Billy Cauley-Stein comes in for Maxi Kleba. And it's Powell in for Trey Burke. Morris finds Porter. The teardrop falls in.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Richardson the pass to Pop. Here's Finney Smith. And the call, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Finney Smith. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Zinkas, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Doncic feeling it out. 6 to shoot. Out to Hardaway. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. Sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Pass to Morris. Back to Rivers. Doncic with the block.
You know, I like that Doncic, guys, doesn't back down on defense and tries to make it hard for his opponents. Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. The drive by Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Outside Gordon. Now the pass to Jokic. Back to Gordon. He lobs it up, and the turnover again by Denver.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. Denver also making some changes. Paul Millsap is checked in for JaVale McGee. Michael Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Harrison in for Morris. Redick for three, hands it from downtown. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
Here's Doncic. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. There's the dish to Hardaway. And Porter comes to help. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. Here's Doncic. Here's Harrison. Outside Millsap. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Doncic. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Boy, Redick has some of the most admirable traits you want to see in any basketball player. His professionalism and work ethic have made him the player he is today.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Denver. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And both free throws good for Redick. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The rebound by Marjanovic. And the Mavericks call time here. They're up by 11. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
Boy, the mobility of Jokic, very impressive. This guy gets to the basket well for a big man.
And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he makes the first, but misses the second. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. We are...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Oturu in at the 4. And for Dallas, they've got Maxi Kleber. J.J. Redick is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Porzingis in at the 5. Buries it from three-point range.
Whenever Redick skies up for a three-pointer, you just think is going in. He is as efficient as they come.
It's sort of a hired gun. Redick's been a premier floor spacer in this league for a long time.
Listen to these numbers, GA, for his career. He has shot over 40% from 3. One season, he hit 47% from beyond the arc. And I can tell you, that is a tough mark to hit. And over the years, his incredible range has just become more and more valuable. Jackson, great anticipation on the steal, then quickly gets them out in transition.
Doncic kicks to Kleber. That 3 off the mark. Here's the Clippers. Here's George. Got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. Leonard the pass to George. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
And here is Doncic. And the pass to Kleber. Redick for 3. And no good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Jackson. And he banks in the layup.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And Doncic gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Passes it to Oturu. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Doncic looking it over. Now, here's Kleber. Clock at 6. Redick for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Zubats. Nifty move. And it's good on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Mavericks trail by 4. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Doncic finds Kleba. From outside the arc, another 3 for Dallas.
There are some shooters that you can't lose sight of. Redick doesn't miss those.
George against Redick. Now, here's George. D right on him. Count that one. George has got 8 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now, Doncic. Pass to Kleba. There's the triple. The shot by Redick, no good. Clippers leading by 3. The 3 from George. Kept alive. Knocked loose. Doncic with the steal. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Redick against Jackson. Lets it go from deep. And that's good. J.J. Redick for 3. 12 points for him.
And the great shooters like J.J. Redick can start to stretch the envelope in the gym range.
From deep, George. And it's George again missing. And so it's J.J. Redick making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks. He went on an aerial 3-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rondo in at the point. Hardaway with a wide open look. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And here's the break. And that one's good. Beverly's got 4 points this quarter.
And this is what Beverly likes. Playing at a high pace, making his presence felt in the open court.
Richardson outside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Brunson finds Richardson on the wing. Hardaway. Deep. The Clippers grab the miss. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Kennard for 3. No good. Shot missing. Now Dallas takes it the other way to the paint. Rondo gets the bucket. Rondo's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Rondo against Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Stolen by Beverly. Here's Kennard. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Always applying the pressure. Beverly loves to attack you defensively and in transition.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
To the inside. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Fast break, Dallas. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. On From the wing, Hardaway. Defended by Beverly. Just 5 on the clock. Hardaway, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brunson against Rondo. Hardaway for 3. Cousins pulls it in.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Kennard's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 9. Hardaway for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Beverly with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. And Beverly kicks to run. Batum wide open. He fires. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Outside Rondo. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Clippers shooting their first free throw this game. And the technical free throw is good.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Marjanovic checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Morris is checked in. Richardson, no luck. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Beverly finds Kennard. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Cousins on the follow. And the Clippers lead by 10.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
They get it again. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. Richardson, no luck. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. And Batum kicks to Kennard. Back to Batum. To the right side. Beverly, the pass to Cousins. Over Cauley Stein.
And that stifling defensive call.
And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to an outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points, and Kenny liked it. And that should do it with the second.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber is out there with Dwight Powell. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Doncic, and it's Redick in at the 2-guard spot.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And George gets it to go. George has got 10. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kimball, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Mavericks trail by 10. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Mann's checked in. George looking around. Dishes it to Leonard. Back to George. Shoots over Redick. Misses off the left iron.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And the Clippers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. On the wing, George. This one for 3. And the Clippers miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Cleveland. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Mann. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The drive by Doncic. He dishes it to Redick. The 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Leonard, the pass to Mann. Kicks it out to Leonard. Drills the three-pointer. Leonard's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
What I like about Kawhi's shot, no matter the distance, always seems to be on balance.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Marjanovic. Josh Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Trey Burke subbed in for Maxi Kleber. Beverly, the pass to Kennard. A 3-ball. It's good from long range. Kennard's got 8 points.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And stolen by Cousins. And now the Clippers on the break. Beverly with the ball. Very pretty alley-oop layup. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverly. That's a terrific pass.
Here's Porzingis, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
The Mavericks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Here's Doncic. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Clippers leading by 10. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Dallas making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Kennard, the pass to Batum. Now, here's Kennard. Burke covering. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Porzingis inside, defended by Batum, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
DeMarcus can play outside, but the paint is still where he makes his living.
It could go. No good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Batum is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Oturu in at the 5 down low. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Morris comes in for Reggie Jackson. The pass to Morris. Kicks it to Cousins. Lays it up and banks it in. Cousins has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. Here's Brunson. The dish to Burke. Left side Hardaway. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Hardaway has got his first 3 points of the game.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And Beverley kicks to Kennard. From deep three-point range, Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Mavericks trail by 9. Hardaway for 3. It's hauled in by Beverley.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. Passes it to Kennard. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Back to Beverley. 6 to shoot. Back to Kennard. Over Hardaway.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Over to the left wing. The offensive rebound. Pass to Burke. Takes a 3. That doesn't go either for Hardaway. Los Angeles leading by 9. Kennard for 3. The shot, no good.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Hardaway against Morris. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. George with the ball. Pass to Oturu. Outside Leonard. There's the pass to Oturu. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Mavericks trail by 9. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Outside Leonard. Inside, here's Jackson. Back to Leonard. Outside, George. 5 on the clock. Right side, Leonard. Can they get it? Kleber with the rebound. Kleber's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson against Reddick. On pass to Porzingis.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now. They've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Leonard looking over the floor. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Trying to ice this one. Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
Doncic outside. Outside, Reddick. Off target with his three.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
J.J. Redick, he wants the ball in these big moments.
George passes to Jackson. Passes it to George. On the wing, Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Clippers moving the ball around. A three-pointer, no good. Reddick against Jackson. Outside, Reddick. On deep. Can't connect.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps. The sprawling metropolis of short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at center, locking down the middle. And for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic. Dwight Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Kleba in at the small forward position. Powell makes it off the glass. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
At 280 pounds, I think Nurkic is well within his means to score past contact.
Doncic with it. Now Covington defending. Outside, Redick. Down low. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell. That's good.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Offline with his three. Here are the Mavericks now. Here's Redick. Pass to Kleba. Back to Redick. He kicks it to Powell. Shoots over Covington. Misses off the right iron. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Here's Nurkic following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Good work there as it goes.
Nurkic using his body that time, a polished move.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. And Doncic throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And here's McCollum for 3. The Mavericks leading. Here's Powell. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Outside, Covington. Back to Lillard. Doncic with the steal. Pass to Porzingis. Double clutches. Wide open look. The dish to Powell. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Nurkic the pass to Lillard. 1:03 left to play here in the first. Covington with the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Doncic against Lillard. And Doncic, here we go. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Covington kicks to McCollum. He feeds it to Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. Covington against Powell. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Brunson. Out to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Hardaway passes to Cauley-Stein. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I just think he was completely focused there of making his way through contact to score the ball.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Nurkic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got 6 points.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots.
I look to the times where
Greggy's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
We've got Tim Hardaway Jr., Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Cauley-Stein, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4-man position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Out to Hardaway. No good there. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Moving it up. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Portland. Brunson the pass to Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Simons surveying the D. Lillard up top. Brunson covering. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Here's Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
I like to see Josh Richardson showing you he can get up and rattle the rim a little bit.
Powell against Hardaway. Powell, this is to Cantor. Back to Powell. Takes the 13-footer. That shot off the mark.
That's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Yep, it counts.
Athleticism on display in that particular play as Cauley-Stein has some great mobility and drove in to get those points.
Lillard outside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Cauley-Stein. And Trey Burke subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And Portland with a change here, too. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. Cantor against Porzingis. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Robert Covington's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Here's Powell. Passes to Cantor. Kicks it out to Jones. Portland needs to get off the shot. Cantor's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Doncic against McCollum. Burke. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Now Powell. No points in the game yet for him. To the middle. It's tipped. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic outside. Now the pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Yeah, I don't think you have to tell Porzingis twice to take shots like that. Once the ball's in his hands, he's looking to the rim.
Outside, Covington. It's McCollum on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. And McCollum is good for three.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Nelly is checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Richardson in for Trey Burke. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in for Powell. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a 13-point lead. And that'll...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot.
Well, a 7-footer that has a bit of moxie. Willie Cauley-Stein loves to play rough down low.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jones looking for an opening. McCollum outside. Floats it up there for Nurkic.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Jones, no one around him. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Mavericks leading by 17. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And Covington stays with it. Covington's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Lillard against Redick. Kicks to Cauley Stein. Pass to Marjanovic. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Second shot opportunity. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lillard against Redick. Out to Anthony. And he banks in the layup.
There's no stopping Melo there. Too strong for any kind of defense. It's going to take a bit more than that.
Redick surveying the D. On the wing, Hardaway. Now here's Cauley Stein. 9 points in the game so far. Hardaway, no good. Outside Anthony. Nurkic trying to get open. Anthony can't hit.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
He dishes it to Nurkic. He can't hit that time. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. It's Redick on the wing, covered by Anthony. Redick passes to Marjanovic. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Marjanovic has got 6 points.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
Dallas leading by 19. Stolen by McCollum. 40 seconds left in the third. And stolen by Richardson. Fast break, Dallas. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Covington with the steal. Lillard outside. Here's McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. He's got 5.
Lots of ways that CJ can burn you right there. Super effective on the inside.
Redick with it. They get it back. Out to Hardaway. The 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Mavericks on top, opening up a huge gap. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reached the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Porzingis is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And, of course, in 2015, Kanter signed that enormous max contract, 4 years and $70 million. I think a lot of that investment is in his improvement in his outside shooting.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Dwight Powell. Burke comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Doncic. Tight defense on him. Hangs in the air. He lays it in. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Always going up for the alley-oop here.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. The drive by Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Baseline try. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Simons. The Mavericks pull it in.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Melly. The short one's on the money. Melly's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Jones up top. Powell, no one around him, and it's good off the back rim and in.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. Powell kicks to Jones. Oh, good on the triple. Dallas leading by 20. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Doncic passes to Kleber. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Powell for three, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his fourth assist in this one.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Doncic kicks to Burke. Pass to Melly. Takes the three. The rebound by Simons. Trailblazers trail by 17. On up the court. And he gets it to go.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Melly, covered by Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Out left to the wing. Kleber, the pass to Burke. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Trey Burke. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Robert Covington's checked in for Carmelo Anthony.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Dallas.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. The long-distance three is buried.
And he can play the long-range game, the mid-range game. He takes it to the rack. Doncic is a versatile three-level scorer.
Kleber against Jones. Lobs it up for Cantor. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now Portland on the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Burke. Back to Brunson. And the pass to Finney-Smith. It's stolen. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Doncic. And it's Kleber in at the 3 spot. And for the Nuggets, Harrison out there with Austin Rivers. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. In the corner, Marjanovic with it. The shot, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Kleber, the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Ooh, and I hope he didn't hurt his neck because that was one nasty head fake.
Yeah, the defender bought it all the way, didn't he? Rivers passes to Gordon. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Near the 3-point line, it's Porter, kept alive.
Boy, there is a will, a drive. Aaron Gordon showing he wants to be more active on the glass.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Doncic passes to Porzingis. 14 feet away, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Denver making a switch here. Holes checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Hardaway's checked in. Harrison kicks to Rivers. Outside, Porter. Rivers against Redick. Here's Bol. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Over Jokic. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Redick. Now, here's Jokic. Porzingis with the block.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Brunson. Hardaway with a wide open look. No good from outside. Nuggets trail. Here's Rivers. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Well, you love to see Austin Rivers attack. This guy has the frame and the game to make the dribble drive.
Doncic outside. To the left wing. Marjanovic finds Doncic. Passes it to Brunson. Here's Marjanovic. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Marjanovic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gordon's checked in for Porter. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Harrison. Here's Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Now, here's Doncic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 24 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Gordon. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. And Morris subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Dallas also making some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Marjanovic. And it's Richardson in for Luka Doncic. Here's Millsap. That one goes. Count it.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Richardson, also Burke out there. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney Smith in a power forward. Bull. And a miss there on the triple. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. He dishes it to McGee. And stolen by Burke. Throws it up high.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
And stolen by Burke. Kicks it to Hardaway. Burke looking over the floor. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Morris with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. On defense, Dallas. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Millsap misses. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. Here's Doncic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Bull, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Harrison comes in for Morris. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Redick against Gordon. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. The Mavericks also with a sub. Zinkis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Rocket 2, here's Jokic. And another miss by Denver.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Out to the wing. Kleba finds Doncic. And the layup is good. And now a 6-point Maverick lead.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
Here's Harrison, guarded by Doncic. Here's Gordon. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Mavericks leading by 4. Doncic outside. 1:22 left now here in the second. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Richardson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Harrison scanning the floor. The pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. All alone. The Nuggets with another miss. The Mavericks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Here's Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And here's Rivers. The rebound by Marjanovic. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Doncic against Rivers. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. Goes up with it again. Out to Doncic. Good on the three-point shot. Doncic has got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
A nice shot by Rivers.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And so we conclude the first half. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50%.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Green is out there with Morris, and it's Nikola Jokic. It's Najee in at the 4 slot. Runs in the pass to Cauley-Stein. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Fast break, Dallas. Richardson's running, and he's going up for the alley-oop. Cauley-Stein kicks to Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. Taken away. And he's going to to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
From in close, Porzingis with the block. Richardson attacking. Pass to Brunson. The Nuggets trail by 7. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Najee. Boom, he jams it straight down.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Mavericks making a switch here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Marjanovic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Burke. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Doncic outside. He lobs up.
That's a great dunk. He's an athletic freak.
Wow.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Here's Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now, Jokic. Gordon inside. Guarded by Hardaway. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
In a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris, fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
1:07 left in the third quarter of the game. And they double up Doncic. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Good, with time running down on the shot clock. Doncic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. Up top, Rivers. Richardson covering. Rivers kicks to Jokic. Offensive rebound.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Doncic. He's covered closely. Richardson outside. Back to Doncic. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Listen, this is becoming routine for Luka Doncic. This guy's a big-time scorer who can take over when he's ready.
Here's Harrison from deep three-point range. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've reached the end of the third. Mavericks lead by 9. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Porzingis, Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Porzingis. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Very hard to contend with a player with the size and touch and well-rounded offensive game that Kristaps Porzingis has.
There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pass break, Dallas. Ball going up court. And the dunk by Powell.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I'll tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
Campazzo. And the layup's good off the glass. Dallas leading by 12. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Brunson the pass to Powell. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They swipe it. The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good from outside. Denver shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Here's Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, how about the long strides of Aaron Gordon? If he's off the dribble drive, boy, that's a terrifying sight coming at you.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. On the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Trey Burke subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Morris against Brunson. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Good on the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Green against Redick. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Green.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Brunson the pass to Porzingis. to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. Porzingis finds Redick, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
Green draws the double. In the corner, it's Morris. Back to Green. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Morris. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Trey Burke. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Harrison, guarded by Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. Richardson gets a wide open look. The three-pointer no good. The Nuggets trail by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Dallas.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Porzingis.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. From deep. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The drive by Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it. Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the tunnel with a lot of style. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Marjanovic, Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. He's out there with Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Oturu in at the power forward. George, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Richardson, good. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Doesn't go for him. George with the defensive effort. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Beverley wide open. And again, no good by the Clippers. It's deflected. Stolen by Zubac. Beverley the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverley. Puts up a 3. Porzingis with the rebound. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
I mean, in transition, Josh Richardson is fast with or without the ball in his possession.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And George kicks to Zubac. Pass to Oturu. Clippers moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Leonard the pass to Oturu. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one done.
And it's sent back by George. Fires at the elbow. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down. The homecoming for Paul George. Playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Doncic against George. It's hauled in by George.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Here's George. Here's Beverley. And a missed layup.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Outside, George. Back to Beverley. From deep. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Doncic against George. Doncic with the bucket.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Now, here is George. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Up top, Doncic. The shot off that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Porzingis with the steal. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses. George against Richardson.
George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Doncic feeling it out. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks lead by 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, Morris is out there with Batum. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low.
J.J. Redick, the former Blue Devil, has really developed into one of the game's most deadliest shooters.
6 to shoot. Back to Hardaway. Unable to get that one. 3T that time from Batum. Redick against Kennard. Outside for Batum and stolen by Redick. Brunson, no good. Clippers trail by 3. That's a 2 from Kennard. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Mavericks shooting here about 46% for the game. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
One thing about DeMarcus, he's got an edge to him, and a lot of the time, it works to his advantage.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Yep, that one goes.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
On the wing, Morris. Guarded by Hardaway. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Right side, Redick. Passes it to Powell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
This is just one of many areas where Redick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good quality shots.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Kennard. And Dallas also making a switch. Trey Burke's checked in for J.J. Redick. Rondo looking over the floor. The pass to Cousins. Outside for Rondo. From past the arc. Offensive rebound. For 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Dallas leading by 6. Stolen by Jackson. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Rondo. Here's Cousins. Outside for Rondo. Outside Batum. Rondo's shot is off. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Burke, the pass to Powell. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Cousins. They need this. Batum trying to break loose. Cousins, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Out to Hardaway. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Jackson's got the ball.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
Brunson the pass to Burke. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Jackson drives in. Basket good.
The strength and body control of Reggie Jackson gives him an edge against physical defense, potential and one.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And that one falls for Jackson. Dallas leading by 3. Doncic with it. He's got 6. Fades back. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers shooting just 31% in the game. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
46 seconds left in the second quarter. Doncic. And nothing is falling for him right now.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Oh, great ball movement there.
35 seconds left in the first half of the game. Doncic outside, looking to get it going. It's Richardson on the wing. Lets a floater go, and Doncic lays it in. Doncic has got 8 points.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Now Leonard. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. Thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. Beverly dishes to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Shoots over Doncic. Beverly the pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, George with it. No good on the triple.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the 3.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Outside for Redick. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 3. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Travis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go, all the way. Oh, wow!
Well, we know Leonard's an elite 2-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Doncic against George. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut to just 1 point on the basket from Doncic. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside, George. Pass to Oturu. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. A slam dunk by Richardson.
You see the mentality of Josh Richardson. Be aggressive and leave no doubt.
Outside, George. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Richardson attacking. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
This is what you want. Put the defender in a position where he has to foul you to stop you. Richardson can be a tricky cover.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Marjanovic. Hardaway's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. And Dallas also making a switch. Finney-Smith's checked in. Outside for Batum. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brunson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Both shots good from the stripe. We've got 1:48 left in the 3rd quarter. And here's Jackson. He's got 5. Kennard, the bounce pass. Batum passes to Kennard. Looking to end the run. That shot is off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Stolen by Jackson. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Batum.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by the Clippers. Cousins has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Jackson against Brunson. Back to Jackson. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Morris passes to Cousins. Jackson has the open look. And the 3 ball is good. Jackson's got 8 points.
I mean, taking what the defense allows, Reggie can run the pick and roll in a variety of ways.
In the corner, Powell with it. To the inside. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Back to Kennard. From deep 3-point range, it's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Finney-Smith, and he's going up for the alley-oop. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Luke Kennard, also Rajon Rondo out there, and it's Oturu in at the 5, home in the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Rondo from outside? How about that?
Inside. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it. That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. And it's Leonard in for Kennard. Dallas also making some changes. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson comes in for Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway finds Doncic. Passes to Cauley-Stein. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. It's a tie ball game.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Now here's Rondo. To the middle. Oturu uses both hands to slam it down.
One of the more instinctive passes over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Here's Doncic. That shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Leonard. That one good for two. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
One thing about Kawhi, when he's driving, he eats up real estate fast with those long strides.
And the call on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Marjanovic checked in for Cauley-Stein. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Batum with the steal. Here's Leonard outside for George. Back to Leonard. No one near him. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Richardson the pass to Doncic. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to beat Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. And stolen by Cousins. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Clippers leading by 4. Everly with the ball. And there's the pass to Leonard. Doncic with the steal.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Dallas. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Hardaway with it. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Marjanovic. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth. To the paint, it's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Reggie Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverly. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Richardson. Doncic kicks to Kleber. Pass to Reddick to tie it up. He can't get that one, so the Clippers will take it the other way. Outside, George. Pass to Jackson. George looking over the floor. Clock is at 3. Traps in the tray. George has got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Dallas, no good that time either.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
And a deep 3 from George. Kleba with the rebound. Stolen by Zubac. Outside, George. The tray. The shot misses. And so Los Angeles takes the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. And check out the Mavs. Fashion first, getting off the bus, and now they'll...
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with...
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Doncic. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. They grab their own miss. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Doncic against Lillard. Out to Porzingis. The dish now to Redick. Nurkic against Porzingis. Pass to Powell. 4 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
You know, Porzingis keeps defenders on their toes because he's such a skilled player and has a bunch of moves.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Doncic dishes to Powell, and the shot is good.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. It's Covington on the wing. The pass to Nurkic to the left side wing. Three-pointer, Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. The shot, no good. Fast break, Dallas. Doncic kicks to Powell. The shot missing. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Down low, here's Covington. Powell with the steal. Doncic against Lillard. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. Redick against McCollum. Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Mavericks leading by 4. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Powell. Dallas also making some changes. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Josh Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Hardaway. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Doncic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Powell finds Doncic. 5 to shoot. Outside Hardaway. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Dishes to Jones. Feeds to Kanter. Hardaway with the steal. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Doncic against Jones. Powell, no one around him. Tries again. Over Anthony. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Left side, Jones. Pass to Kanter. Hardaway against Jones. Shot clock at 6. Back to Kanter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Kanter's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And so it's Dallas heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right.
I don't fear nobody. And
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Marjanovic, Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Melli in at the 3 spot. Jones kicks to Anthony. Back to Jones. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Mavericks leading by 9. Here's Melli. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Powell against Richardson. Powell, the pass to Cannon. Out to Anthony. Uncovered. They get the rebound. Portland again missing. The Mavericks shooting wonderfully up to this point. 67%. Richardson finds Cauley-Stein. And he gets the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Deflects the pass. Anthony left side. Clock at 4. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Over Cauley-Stein. Tips it, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his second basket.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Marjanovic passes to Cauley-Stein. Shoots it, and that one's good. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Powell for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. Passes it to Marjanovic. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Portland with the rebound. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Powell. He feeds it to Cantor. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. Back to Cantor. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Here's Melli. His 3-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Anthony. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Richardson dishes to Cauley-Stein. And that one is good. 6 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
So the wing on the left. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Melli. Cauley-Stein with it. He's covered by Cantor. Cauley-Stein in the post. He's against Cantor. Cauley-Stein's shot is good. Cauley-Stein's got 8. Trailblazers trail by 10. Now Powell. The pass to Simons. With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. And Kenny, along with the incredible production Luka Doncic gives this team, his leadership. Bad.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Willie Cauley-Stein.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Down by 12. Powell finds Lillard. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Luka Doncic.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Nurkic can't get the putback.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Doncic, here we go.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. That one doesn't go.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
To the inside, Covington with the steal. And it's McCollum in the corner. Good on the triple. McCollum's got 5 now.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Doncic against Lillard. And Doncic throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Anthony's checked in for Powell. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Burke in for J.J. Redick.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Doncic outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
McCollum dishes to Nurkic, and he converts the layup.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist in the game. Trailblazers trail by 10. Lillard surveying the D. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Doncic left side. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony. McCollum fires from way outside. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Cauley Stein dishes to Richardson. Good on the shot. And now it's a 12-point Maverick lead.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Pass to McCollum. Here's the 3. Here's Kanter. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Kanter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kanter's got 6.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Burke is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of it.
Now here's Burke, defended by Jones. Burke with it, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And some stats here, guys, the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein. He's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Marjanovic subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Kicks it out to Lillard. Clock at 6. Oh, Covington in position. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Dallas leading by 12. And here's Brunson. Passes it to Marjanovic. Shoots over Covington. Knocks it down from 7 feet.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Kanter's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Marjanovic kicks to Cauley-Stein. It's over Powell, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. If you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Mavericks with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Richardson gets a wide-open look, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Floats it up there for Nurkic. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Doncic against Lillard. Covington with the steal. Here's McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Lillard against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. The pass to Powell.
It'll be a turnover. Portland ball.
Trailblazers trail by 11. It's Powell on the wing. No good on the 3. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Doncic passes to Powell. And Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard misses. The Mavericks shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Mavericks.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Doncic dishes to Powell. Out to Hardaway. Pass to Redick. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Five seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Throws it up high. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.